Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Corey Johnson, and welcome to Relationship Management. Today's topic is going to be about sex. I am going to mention a lot of great examples that's going to help out your relationship. And everyone needs to know that sex is a very vital part of a relationship. Okay? It's very important to remember this, ladies. God bless you with a pussycat so you can get that juicy, good, fun dick in your pussy. You understand? God blessed a man with a Jerome or a dick or a cock or a penis. You understand what I'm saying? There's more than one name for it. He blessed a man with a dick so that he can put it inside of your pussy. That's what dick and pussy is all about. Becoming one flesh. I'm going to give you some examples and start off by asking this question that everyone would like to know. Is it good to have sex? Studies have shown that sex is extremely beneficial to our health. Sex activities, a variety of neurotransmitters that impact not only our brains, but several other organs in our bodies. The benefits of sex for women includes lower, blood pressure. It's very important that a woman get her pussy licked out because that feels good to the woman. And it's also important that a woman will suck her boyfriend's dick. That feels fucking good. So good. When a woman sucks them balls, oh Lord, have mercy. Oh yeah. Especially when a woman sucks that dick. That feels so motherfucking good. So it just have you lost for words, you understand? Oh yeah, but it's very important that you guys will always have it up in your heart to give each other that sexual favor, because it's so very important. Having daily sex is absolutely fine, you understand, and beneficial for your overall health, be it good cardiovascular health or vibrant skin. Sex is the best way to keep your relationship alive, interesting and intimate. You know what I'm saying? Historically, the reasons people have sex have been assumed to be few in number and simple. to reproduce, to experience pleasure, or to relieve sexual tension, Several theoretical perspectives suggest that motive for engaging in sexual intercourse may be larger in number and psychological complex in nature. How much sex is normal? Okay. Normal is whatever feels fulfilling for you and your partner, and communication plays a hero in making sure both parties feel fulfilled. You know, yeah, it's very important, for you guys to feel fulfilled. Archives of sexual behavior found that the average adult currently enjoys sex 54 times a year, which adequates to about once a week. But some people like to have sex more, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. What to do after sex? You have to wash up. You don't have to hop out of bed and into the shower right away. Just keep clean. You know what I mean? Empty your bladder. Drink a glass of water. Wear loose fitting clothing. Wash your hand. Clean your sex toys. What do men gain from sex? Men gain a whole lot from sex. I can tell you that right now. Since sex helps lower stress, blood pressure, and pain, it should be no surprise that sex will also help with longevity. An article, from Fox News reported that men who orgasm 2 times a week have a 50% lower chance of mortality than those who climax 1 time per month. Does sex increase love? There are a variety of emotional benefits of sex, including it could improve your self-confidence, it could help you connect with your own body in a pleasurable way. It could help you bond with your partner, and it could be a way of expressing love, care for them. Should I have sex before marriage? That's another important question. Sex before marriage helps you recognize sexual problems, which may help you to work on it or seek help. Sex is one very good option for releasing stress. Many find that premarital sex helps in managing the stress that arises from arguments in relationship. You want to have sex before marriage to make sure the man's dick's not going to be so big where it hurts you, ladies, because you want to be happy. You don't want to be in pain every time you have sex. You need to make sure that, your entire dick baby can fit in her and she's going to be happy with you before you give her that commitment, because you don't want to get married to her just to have to fuck somebody else because her little tiny pussy cat cannot stand your big ass huge dick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men are ruined. They like the size of a forearm or an elbow, Alright? So, it's important to have sex, and it helps, relationship. Sex can heal argument. Sex is it's like a magic pill. Sex can relieve stress, pressure, anger, and hate. When you feel like you want to fight or fuss, take off your clothes and start fussing while your clothes is off. Alright? That's when you fuss. If you feel like you want to fuss, take your dick out, take your pussy out, take off your clothes, then fuss. And watch y'all gonna start fucking each other. Because that's important. You fuck. It's a healer. That's right. You let her suck that dick for you. That'll make you feel very good. If you stressed out, you let her suck that dick. And ladies, you suck that dick good. for your man. Because he gonna love it. You know? You suck that dick off. Sex and pleasure. Good sex comes from understanding how your body works. Everyone like different things when it comes to sex. So don't worry about whether you are normal. How do people have sex? Sex isn't one size fits all. What feels good to you might not be right for someone else. Everyone's different when it comes to sexual behaviors and desires. But here are some common kinds of sexual activity. Masturbating alone or with a partner. Oral. Oh yeah. Vaginal. Kissing. Rubbing your bodies together. Using sex toys. Phone sex. Or sexting. Reading or watching porn. People get turned on by different things. So communicating about what you like or don't like, let your partner know what's okay and what's off limit. Is sex good for you? Having a healthy sex life is for both emotional and physicality. And physically. Oh yeah. Sex can help you create a connection with another person. And sexual pleasure has lots of health benefits. Whether you're with a partner or not. When you have an orgasm, your body gives you a natural high. You release endorphins, which are hormones that block pain and make you feel good. There are lots of other health benefits associated with sexual pleasure. Better general health, better sleep, better self-esteem, better fitness, less stress and tension, a longer life. How often do people have sex? There's no amount of sex that's considered normal. Everyone's different, How often you have sex depends on a lot of things. Like whether you have a partner, what else is going on in your life, and how strong your sex drive, your desire to have sex, you know what I mean? Wow. Yep. Very important, Sex is important. Sex will always be important. And you have to make yourself believe that sex is important, but for you and your significant other only. It's so good and it's so healthy for you. It helps you relax. People have different sex drives. Your own sex drive can change based on things like stress, medications you take, and other physical, emotional, and lifestyle factors. Some people want to have sex every day or more than once a day. And some people hardly ever want to have sex. People who don't experience any sexual attraction for anyone may call themselves asexual. How can I have a healthy sex life? Having a healthy sex life is about taking care of yourself, whether you have a partner or not. Physically, that means practicing safer sex, getting tested for STDs regularly, preventing unattended pregnancies, and see a doctor or nurse if you have a sexual disorder or any other health problems. Feeling good about your body, enjoying sexual pleasure, being comfortable with your sexual orientation or gender identity, and having healthy relationships, are also big parts of healthy sexuality. Having a healthy sex life means knowing what you do and don't want to do sexually, and being able to communicate that to your partner. Your partner should respect your boundaries, and you should respect theirs. How do I talk to my partner about sex? Okay, sex and pleasure, that's what it's all about. Arousal, orgasm, sex toys. Talking to your partner about your likes and dislikes and your boundaries helps you build a healthy relationship and have a satisfying sex life. In so many words, gentlemen, don't just automatically stick your dick up in her asshole, because she might not have never had that in her life, and that might kill her. You know what I mean? That might be very painful. You ask her first. Understand? How does she feel about that? That's boundaries, because you need to know her boundaries. You need to know her likes and dislikes. It's very important that you speak to each other about your likes and dislikes. How do I tell my partner what I like sexually? Good question. Sometimes you expect a new partner to know what to do sexually, then end up being disappointed when things just don't feel that good. Luckily, there's a pretty simple way to turn sex that's just okay into a great experience. Communication. That's the secret. Everyone is different, so no matter how experienced your partner is, they may have no idea what makes you excited. You have to let your partner know what you like and what feels good. And it's good to keep the lines of communication open, even if you've been together a while, because what feels good or what you're interested in doing may change over time. Some people figure out that they like what they like by, having sex with someone, and others get to know their bodies by masturbation. Learning how to have orgasms on your own can make it easy to have one with someone else. Where do you want to be touched? How much pressure feels good? You understand what I'm saying? How fast or slow? How can how can I make you feel very good, like you want to come fast, Or you can show your partner what you like by masturbating in front of them, or by guiding their hand, mouth, or other body part. Or you can teach him, what feels good or what doesn't. Understand, ladies? Talking about sex might feel a little scary or awkward, but it can also be a big turn on, and your partner might really appreciate you for bringing it up. If you're nervous, you can always start by asking them what feels good or what type of sexual activities they're interested in. Then you can talk about what feels good to you. It's also a good opportunity to let him know your boundaries, what your boundaries are, and what type of sex you're not interested in. Protecting each other from unattended pregnancy or STDs shows you care. if you guys want to not use a rubber, make sure you guys agree to get an AIDS test. And secondly, a STD test also. You know, that's so you guys can have assurance, you know, that you can, you know, and you got to stay committed, faithful, and dedicated. And do not have sex with nobody else. You got to keep it that way. You understand? So you guys won't bring dangerous diseases to each other. You know, fuck each other a lot. You know, it's totally normal to feel embarrassed to bring it up, you know, about the sex talk, but you'll feel better once you start talking. You have to. You're a human being. That's a part of your human nature. Tell them that it's human nature. Why does he do me that way? See? And your partner will probably be glad you brought it up. The best time to talk about safer sex is before you start having sex. A good way to start is by telling your partner that you care about them and want to do everything you can to make sure you're protecting them in your relationship. You can also talk about your own safer sex history first, which might make your partner feel more comfortable about opening up. It's also a great idea to suggest that you get tested together, you know, so you can support each other. Some good questions to ask someone before you have sex include, which birth control methods make sense for us? When was the last time you were tested for STDs? Which STDs were you tested for? Do you usually use condoms and or, you know, dental dams? You know, have you ever shared needles with someone for tattoos, piercing, or drugs? You can get some STDs like HIV this way, ladies and gentlemen, and then they can be passed during sex. Have you had any STDs before? Which one? Did you get them treated? If your partner won't get tested or use protection, it may be a sign that your relationship isn't healthy. When someone refuses to have safer sex when you want to, it means your health isn't important to them. So they might not be the best person to have a relationship with or to have sex with. You deserve to be fucking safe and healthy and happy. I don't care how much you need that dick and how much your pussy is wet. You just meet him and he don't want to use a condom. I'm sorry. He got to go. He got to go immediately because you got a hot, fat, wet pussy and you need to get your dildo right away so you can fuck yourself because he done made your pussy wet like a microwave oven and then tell you no, he don't want to use a rubber. So you kick him the fuck out and you get him out your house soon as possible and you get your dildo and you fuck that hot cherry, honey. You shoot off. So fucking good. That's right. It's important. You know. See, you have the right to say no to any kind of sexual activity. Don't depend on body language or hope they get the hint that you're not interested. You know? If you don't want to do something, say no. You know, especially if you guys just met, you know. But if you're already in a relationship and you live together, no, you never tell them no. You know what I mean? Because you want to always please them. You never want to deprive a man and give him a reason to want to go and cheat. I'm talking about the beginning stages. You know? So, it doesn't matter if you had sex with them before, you know, or you might have just, you know, or what your reason, you know, is for not wanting to do it. No mean no. You know what I mean? You also have the right to change your mind during sex. You know, maybe you started having sex and then decided you're not comfortable doing it or it doesn't feel right. You know, he probably forgot to put Vaseline on his dick. or lotion or baby oil, and he probably scrape you up. And you probably have to tell him, I'm sorry, we need to take it out. I'm hurt. I feel like you cut me. And man, you're going to have to stop. You cannot keep on going. Because that's rape if you keep going. If she tell you she hurt and then stop. You don't keep going. That's rape. And she can put your ass in jail for that. So you got to stop. When a woman says stop and hurt, you got to fucking stop. Because you can easily been cut her up. Because sometimes your dick be so hard, you don't think with your mind and put Vaseline or nothing on your dick. You think with your big head on top of your shoulder and you put a dry dick in and you just scrape her up and it feel like razor blades in her pussy. And it'd be hard for her to heal. Then when she starts saying it hurts to have sex, it'd be like, sometimes it can be 3 weeks straight because you don't want to back the fuck up and let her heal. You know, vice versa, you know. Some ladies be so desperate, you know, they'll just slide it on their man dick and the man don't even have nothing on. No Vaseline or nothing on her. She ain't even been and sucked his dick. And he can have a dry dick while he sleep. A dried, hard dick. His cock can be hard and big and sleep. And she just to go to slamming her pussy on it. And you can scrape a man's dick around his dick. And it'll burn. Because your nasty ass got hot fire, orgasmic pussy. And it burns. And you can burn his sore on his dick that you made. Why? Because you cut him. You know what I mean? Then he would have to heal 3 weeks. And you be pissed off that you can't get no dick. That's why it's important. You guys have to have oral sex. You have to use the proper lotions or the sex lotions. You understand what I'm saying? They got sex shops. They got certain sex oils that you can buy. You understand? All right. You also have the right to change your mind during sex. You know what I mean? Like I said, if it's hurt or painful. You know. Maybe you started having sex and then decided you're not comfortable doing it. You know, or it doesn't feel right. You can stop anytime you want. See, you can stop anytime you want. And your partner shouldn't make you feel bad or guilty about it. If they do, it's probably a sign that your relationship is unhealthy. Sexual consent means saying yes and meaning it. Without that yes, there's no consent. If your partner forces you to have sex, it's rape. See? If you're forced to do something else sexually, it's a sexual assault. And being raped or sexually assaulted is never your fault. Understand? Now, that's what I call love. You see, I'm giving you love. I'm teaching you the right way. You know? And gentlemen, you have to love your woman and respect her and be careful and be gentle with her. Arousal. What is sexual arousal? Arousal is the feeling of being turned on sexually. When you're turned on, your body experiences physical and emotional change. Emotional changes. Your penis or clitoris may get erect hard. Understand? And guard and sensitive. And you may feel wetness in your vulva or vagina. Or on the tip of your penis. You can become aroused from sexual stimulation alone or with a partner. Fantasizing or having sexual thoughts, or reading, watching, or listening to erotic materials like porn. Yeah. Arousal can also happen when certain parts of your body are touched that are very sensitive, also called erogenous zones. But not everyone feels sexually aroused from touch. Feeling aroused can lead to many physical reactions or none at all. Some of the changes that can happen to your body when you're aroused include your blood pressure, heart rate, breathing, and temperature goes up. Your nipples, clitoris fill with blood and become more sensitive. Your penis gets harder and stands up. This is also called getting an erection. Your vagina lubricates, gets wet, and expands. What is sex drive? Your sex drive, sometimes called your libido, is when you feel desire to be sexual or are mentally and physically excited about engaging in sexual activities like masturbation, sexual thoughts, fantasies, or sexual contact with a partner. How do I know if my sex drive is normal? Everyone's sex drive is different. There's no normal about you should want to have sex, okay? Well, anyone's sexual desire and interest in sex is different, and it can change over time, you know? Your sex drive can change based on things like stress, medicines you take, or other physical, emotional, or lifestyle factors. Some people want to have sex every day, you know what I mean, or more than once a day, while some people rarely or never want to have sex at all. Some people need to have a strong emotional connection with someone in order to be interested in sex, sometimes called dimensional or demisexual. Understand? Other people may not need or even want to have an emotional connection with the people who they have sex with. People who don't feel sexual attraction towards anyone may identify as asexual. Understand what I'm saying? If you have a low sex drive and it bothers or upsets you, you may have something called hypoactive sexual desire disorder. So you need to ask your partner before you guys even get involved. Do you have any type of disorder that makes you not, desire to have sex? Because you need to know this, because you don't want to get involved with a person and move in just to get turned down every fucking time your dick get hard. You got to make sure you have a winner. There are lots of things you can do to help increase your sex drive if you want to. What is erogenous zones? Some body parts have lots of nerve endings and make you feel excited or aroused when they're touched. Those are your erogenous zones. The biggest erogenous zones for most people is their genital area, the vulva, clitoris, labia, understand, the vagina, the anus, and the penis, scrotum, the prostate. There's just different names for it. Other common erogenous zones include your breasts and nipples, your neck, lips, mouth, tongue, back, fingers, toes, hands, feet, earlobes, buttocks, thighs, but usually the penis and clitoris are the most sensitive. Any part of your body can be considered sexual. Anyone's different. Everyone is different, and so are the, erogenous zones, what feels good to you might not feel good to your partner. So you have to ask them to find out, understand? What is the sexual response cycle? Alright, the sexual response cycle is how your body reacts to sexual stimulation. It can happen with a partner, by yourself, and even in your sleep. You don't always go through all stages of the cycle. You can stop at any time. The first step is desire, or having sexual arousal thoughts that can lead to excitement. When your body gets ready for sex, your heart rate goes up, your muscle tenses, and your blood flows through your genitals. The next step is the play-do phase. It's a phase when you're really aroused and keep that feeling going by masturbating or having sex. At the end of the play-do phase is orgasm, when the tension you build up is released in a series of muscle spasms, that feels really good. Your body releases endorphins, hormones that make you feel happy and relaxed. See, ladies, it's important, to have sex. Only with one man, though. Got to treat your lady so good and special. Give her a reason to feel comfortable to want to open her pussy for you. A resolution phase happens at the end of the sexual response cycle, whether you have an orgasm or not. Resolution means your body goes back to how it was before you got aroused. Understand? Okay. Orgasms. Okay. What's an orgasm? An orgasm is what usually happens when you reach the height of sexual arousal. Understand? It usually feels really good when you have an orgasm, aka come or climax. Sexual tension increases until it reaches a peak, and pleasure in your body and genitals is released. What happens when you have an orgasm? Every person's body is different, but there are a few physical signs of an orgasm. The most noticeable sign is a very intense, pleasurable feeling in your genitals and throughout your body. The muscles in your vagina or penis, as well as, or it can be, the pussy or the dick. You contract, you squeeze about once per second, 5 to 8 times. Your heart rate and breathing level also goes up. You see, during an orgasm, your penis usually squirts a small amount, 1 to 2 teaspoons of semen of cum. You know what I mean? But if you're healthier, and you haven't been doing no drugs or alcohol, you can shoot off like a porn star and just keep on shooting like a buffalo, and that's a blessing. It's possible to have an orgasm without ejaculating, or to ejaculate without having an orgasm, but they usually happen together. It's common for your vagina to get really wet before and during an orgasm. It's also possible for a different fluid to squirt or dribble out of your vulva before or during an orgasm. This is sometimes called female ejaculation or squirting. This fluid isn't pee. It isn't pee, gentlemen, okay? Ejaculation from a vulva is less common than ejaculation from a penis. Some people do it and some people don't. Either it's totally normal. Understand what I'm saying? Right after an orgasm, your clitoris or the gland head of your penis can feel very sensitive and uncomfortable to touch. So like if you shoot off in your pussy, you've been shot off up in your woman's pussy while she riding you, you have to kind of push her off because it starts being painful. Like it'll tickle and you're like, you have to make her stop. You understand what I'm saying? The same thing with a lady. You can drive her crazy. After she come, it'll start becoming very like tickle and she can't go nowhere. She'll start pushing you off. You see, you may have sex flush. Your chest, neck, and face change color for a short amount of time. Orgasms release endorphins. You understand? It's spelled endorphins. Feels good hormones. So you might feel sleepy, relaxed, and happy afterward. This is why some people orgasm to relieve pain, stress, or help them to go to sleep. Orgasm don't feel the same for every person. Or every time you have one, some are very intense and some are very mild. And you see, some are in between. They vary for a number of reasons, including how comfortable you are, how sexually excited you are, and how much sexual attention you build up before you had your orgasm. You see, because ladies can shit off like a fucking fire hydrant and keep on. You understand what I'm saying? See, how do you know how to orgasm? Most orgasm happens during masturbation or sex, like oral or vaginal sex, when you or a partner stimulates, touches, or rubs your genitals. People with vulvas usually have orgasms through stimulation of their clitoris, vagina. Understand? People with penises usually have orgasms through stimulation of the penis on testicles. You understand what I'm saying? A few people can have orgasms, from other things like nipple stimulation, or even just think about sexy thoughts. You see, it's a really good thing that you always suck your woman's breasts. You suck her nipples really good because they love that. That's very important. You always suck her breasts all the time. The Bible even says that, you know what I mean? Let her breast satisfy thee, and you're always supposed to let your girlfriend suck your dick. You never deprive her from that, because that makes a woman so hot and wet whenever you suck her breast and whenever you allow her to suck your cock. They really appreciate it. It's the other way around. A woman fucking love that cock. They love to suck that dick. Understand what I'm saying? It's a hobby to them. Just like a woman love getting their nails done and hair done, they love to suck your dick. Especially if they fucking love you. You understand what I'm saying? They'll beg you for it. Every time you turn around, they'll be asking, let me suck your dick. Every time, every day. Let me suck your dick. And putting your pants down. They have to have that. That makes them extra wet. That sets off a chemical in a pussy. And it make them want to fuck you. They have to have it. It's just like a human being have to have food up in their stomach. A woman have to have cock up in her mouth. So you give her that motherfucking dick. You be beautiful to that woman, brother. Understand? Now, how do you know how to orgasm? Okay, most orgasms happen during masturbation or sex, like oral, you know what I'm saying, vaginal. And I explained that already to you, so there's no need to keep on going over this. So I'm going to cut this short, and I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for enjoying this conversation, this topic. It entitled Sex. Sex is very important, and always enjoy the pleasures of your woman sucking your dick, because that fucking shit feels so motherfucking good. Ain't nothing wrong with that, ladies. You suck his nuts so good, and you suck that cock. Oh yeah, baby, that's gonna feel so motherfucking good to him. You want to reward each other with fucking sexual pleasures all the time. Let him put that juicy dick up in your pussy, honey. Because your pussy just be so hot and wet all the time. You know what I mean? Remember when you used to be single, lady? You used to always have to finger fuck yourself and squirt a lot. an orgasm. Because you're a woman, baby. You need that. Now, you got a man. You have to appreciate him. That's your king. You let him put his dick in you even if you sleep. Let him fuck you. Make an agreement before you even fall asleep. You let him know. Even when you sleep, you can fuck him. You understand what I'm saying? Suck that dick a lot, baby. And you suck her pussy. And you guys be clean. You know, remember? You always get in the tub for each other. You know, and you guys do each other sexual favor. And just do each other all the time. Just fuck each other all the time. You know? Trying to tell you. You live a healthy sex life. It's good. Pussy is good for man. Understand? And dick is good for a woman. You know? So, respect each other. Grow. Be happy. Be in love. Understand? Don't let nobody take this secret away from you. Remember that. Fuck all the time like your life depends upon it. Understand? Give her multiple orgasms with your big dick. Understand? And ladies, make your man shoot up in your pussy all the time with your juicy tight fucking pussy. You understand? That's your pride and your joy. Both of you guys gotta work and you fuck each other. Never tell each other no for sex. You fuck all through the day and night. Remember this important. If you feel like you're gonna start fussing, take off your clothes and fuss. Fuss butt naked so y'all can get hard and hot and start fucking each other. You understand? Relationship is about fucking fun and fucking. Remember, sex is important. That's number one. Fuck each other. Fuck, sex. Orgasm, cum, pussy, dick, fuck. It's important. You guys have a good one.